realize it's been a long time since I did a video, but I will try to do better. We walked around our neighborhood in Pocitos and found this place called Cero Market, and it has a whole bunch of dried foods and everything. They're open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and it has just about anything you can think of. Basically any dry ingredient like flours, baking ingredients, yeast, spices, herbs, you name it, beans, grains, cereal, oils. You can weigh everything. It's really cool. So the peanut butter, it's an okay price. I'd say it's a middle of the road. I found it slightly cheaper at other health food stores like El Naranjo, but it's a decent price. My guilty pleasure by far is the Confites de Colores, basically M&Ms. I sometimes put them in my oats. I know that's kind of crazy. There are also a ton of other cereals. Maybe most of them are healthy, maybe not the bañadas, the covered chocolate balls, but they also have like a Cocoa Puff equivalent. So if you buy anything that is in liquid form, they actually have jars you can purchase, bottles and jars, botellas, but you can bring in your own. I asked because we have a ton at home, like from El Naranjo, the empty peanut butter ones, we clean them out. You can actually bring those in. So then you have cocoa powder. I think that's a decent price. I haven't really bought much yet, but I do intend to bake. They also have lots of Avena, which is oats, and you can get the rolled or instant. The rolled, it does take like another minute to cook, but it's definitely, I prefer the rolled. And then Semillas de Chía, the chia seeds as well. I don't really use those. And then in terms of garbanzo beans, that's definitely something I have a lot of. This is a very fair price compared to what I've seen. Also, the garbanzo flour, you can make gluten-free crusts and stuff like that. Lentejas, peladas, and then regular lentejas. You also have quinoa. I don't know, I think that's a decent price. I haven't really looked at it. And then lots of spices. You got levadura de cerveza, which is brewer's yeast, azafran, saffron, which there's just a lot of, and then chives, lots of herbs, lots of dried leaves, clavo de olor molido, ground clove, fenugreco is fenugreek. There's a whole bunch of different peppers, pimientos, and then there's also the cayenne pepper and other paprika, some curries, and then you have ground cinnamon, canela molida, clove and anise, and a whole bunch of other things, dehydrated basil, dried basil. Then you also have some cebolla, dried onions, and rosemary, thyme, parsley. So basically all the Italian spices. This is one of my favorite things, is the maíz crocante, mostaza y miel, and corn nuts. You can get it just salt only. It's a little bit less, but this is probably the best price I've seen anywhere, even the ferias. And then the peeled peanuts, that's a decent price at 19 pesos per 100 grams. Then for 23 pesos per 100 grams, you have the salted tostada salado, Maní. And then you also have Nueces mariposa, Nueces heladas, which are peeled walnuts. That's a bit pricey, but walnuts are not cheap. And then almonds as well, salted almonds. And a whole bunch of other mixed nuts, fruits, And then you finally have banana chips here. I wish they were baked, but those are fried. Also, my favorite, and this is the cheapest price, 29 pesos, is the Pasas de Uva raisins. Then the Rubia kind are a little bit more expensive at 49 pesos per 100 grams. Then you have arándanos, the blueberries, a lot more expensive. And then dried pears. So there's a whole bunch of variety. There's dates, Turkish figs as well. And then finally the breads. The breads are, they're store brand. It's about $5 a loaf. They also have gluten-free pizza crusts for $5 about for two. And then this is almost $10 for a huge loaf, but basically that's like 2 loaves worth. And then a whole bunch of other rice cakes and snacks. And then you have a whole bunch of oils, canola oil, as well as olive oil. And then finally, there's some vinegars, balsamic vinegar, regular vanilla. You can get that. And then finally, they even have cat food. I didn't see dog food. I'm sure they have it. But basically, that's it. Thank you for watching. Wanted to give a sense. This is one of my favorite stores. We're going to keep coming back over and over and over again now. It's within walking distance of our apartment. So, and I'll see you next time.